And here we go. Oh, good gracious. It is Saturday. No, it's not. It's Sunday. Is it Monday? We don't know what day it is. I'm retired, but it is Sunday night at 7 p.m., which means it's time for the BayLink Sports Show, coming to you live from Safety Harbor in the Safety Harbor backyard right behind us. We're out in the wonderful weather. It rained a little bit, so it cooled down. It's now, I don't know, in the mid-80s maybe?
Yeah, about 82.
For us Floridians, it's comfortable. For anyone else, it would be hot. But hey, tonight we're going to be able to take your calls at 727-474-8786, 727-474-8786. And here we go. I already feel bad. I guess it is what it is. We're going to have to deal with it. I hate to do it, but
no choice today.
Let's talk about today's game. All right, fine. Today's game. First period, as everyone knows now, we're playing the New York Islanders. We talked about this last week. We said the Islanders will most likely beat the Hurricanes, or the
Bruins.
Bruins, yes. I don't even like to mention the name, so yes, the Bruins.
Me neither.
Yeah, exactly. So their history, and we said if they beat them, I said we got a rough road ahead because the Islanders are no joke. And we do know that they are no joke, as today, after the first period, with no goals scored.
That was a good first period.
It was a good first period for
Real
us.
good, actually.
I mean, hey, it was a lot of fun. Folks, if you didn't get a chance, unfortunately, we were driving back from Orlando. I went and saw my family and friends and all. And we got to listen to it. It was, trust me, it was tough itself listening to it. Yeah, it was definitely, you got a better one getting to watch it for that. Soundboard back up here. I know it's here somewhere. Oh yes, and we got, always we have your basic.
Did you break it already?
Oh, I probably did. It's one of those things. I don't know. Well, we play with that thing. We'll deal with that one a little bit later. I don't know. Who knows? All right, let's talk about these guys while we have it. I don't have my wonderful soundboard up, but that's okay. Second period. Matthew Barzell. Come on, guys.
Right through the 5-hole.
Right through the 5-hole.
Mm-hmm.
It just caught Bessie on the uptick, and sad news all the way around.
No.
But hey, now it's 1-0 Islanders. Hey, so what do? Let's go ahead and see what we can get from the third period, because nothing else happens in the second period. Thank goodness. 5:36 in the third period. Ryan Pollock. Great. Folks, assisted by Jordan Everly. Now it's 2-0. Now I'm getting ready to turn TV off or throw something, but realize there's only a little bit left in the period.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see this to the end. Let's see how badly the Bolts can do. And we'll talk about maybe not so badly with the Bolts what they're doing, but how we can get some of this fixed. So third period, I figure what the heck, we'll just skate it on in. But there's good Braden Point. Thank goodness, 1906.
Yep.
On a power play, which was a 6-on-4 power play because we pulled our goalie too. Mm-hmm. If we didn't score during that, it was just a sad day.
Without a doubt.
But Braden Point, assisted by Nikita Kucherov and Alex Killorn, goes ahead and gets a point in. Now it's 2-1. It's a close game. We just could not finish it off. And
Warmoff was on his head.
Couldn't get to a tie. Couldn't finish it off. You guys had a phenomenal job defensive. Your goalie was kicking ass, taking names. Just shocking. Shocking how good it was.
Don't get it twisted. Everybody's going to make changes for that next game.
Oh.
And possibilities are endless how this series is going to end.
No, that's exactly.
There's no predictions. This is going to be an intense series. Any way you look at it.
Yeah. No, it's going to be interesting.
I mean, you got a good goalie. We got two good goalies, Sorokin and Varlamov.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys got Vassy and what is McElhinney,
yes.
Something like that.
Mr. McElhinney.
Which they haven't played in a while.
Yeah, well, I don't know what's going on here. I'm not I'm not really pleased with the way things are going. And folks, I have no soundboard tonight. Oh, well, what are you going to do?
Oh, man.
I know, we'll just have to kill that one place.
Well, that's that.
Yeah, we're going to break. We'll fix it in a second. But hey, like I said, you guys did a great job. We did not show up.
Too many turnovers,
blind passes. Beautiful pass from Tyler Johnson to the Islanders.
Yeah.
You know,
Stamkos to the Islanders.
Stamkos, right to the Islanders.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And not for
I
nothing.
do say this about the Lightning. Now, before we all freak out, before we all get upset, they do say that the Lightning tend to lose the first game they play against a new opponent during the season because they're feeling them out, and they just don't, for some reason, aren't able to drive that fast and figure at the same time. So we usually lose our first one. However,
if you lose on Tuesday, then it's an issue.
We are 10-0 because somebody who thinks he knows everything actually was right on this. We are 10-0 when we lose a playoff game. So all we have to do is win, then we'll be 11-0, and then we'll just keep going, and we'll say goodbye to you guys.
We hope.
Vegas.
Because once you go back to New York, that barn is going to be rocky.
No, I
mean, even today at Emily, Let's Go Islander chants in Emily Arena.
I am not one to say that it's going to be an easy road at all. I have huge respect for the Islanders. I just believe that we're going to pull it off in 6. Now, it's not going to be, like I said, it's going to be one of those where it's close.
It's going to be 1-1, lose 1, 1-1. That's how it's going to go this series. If you ask me, that's how it's going to be split.
And then we're going to win in 6. We'll see.
You hope.
Heck, who knows? Let's see who says, hey, Rich Mendoza says, hello.
What's up, Rich?
Yes. Hey, Don. Extended Studio Connection.
Hi, Don.
Don, I did. Check your Facebook Messenger. It should be right there. Last post I made.
So let me ask you something, Jeff.
Yes.
I got a question here. And for all our people watching this show.
Yes.
A person we know. Okay.
Yes.
I recently seen this.
Yes.
Why would you post that anybody who hates the Lightning is a moron? How is that representing your Tampa Bay team?
I don't.
That's like a major embarrassment, bro.
The whole thing.
Why would you do something like that?
It just kills me sometimes.
But
no, I agree.
But yet, you go into another team's arena and you bash them and do what you want. Nothing but a hypocrite.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? That's being, and I'm sorry, you don't go around calling anybody that hates the Lightning a moron. That's an embarrassment.
Well, we all know that.
I mean, that's not fair to the normal fans.
No, and I agree. That's just unfortunately the way some people think it should be. I don't know why it's not reaching in, Rich. We had that problem with you before. We do have people that are able to call in, Rich. I don't know why your phone's not coming through. It's the weirdest thing.
Can we get opinions from anybody out there?
We got some opinions. Oh, yes. Right off the bat, we have Don and Rich. I can't answer you on my personal line, as it won't reach into the show. So, all right. Hi, Don.
How you doing, guys?
Oh,
how you doing, Don?
I'm not as happy as I'd like to be.
No, your partner is definitely happier than we are.
Yes.
Yeah, but the difference is I'm really not gloating in it. We won. It's an uphill battle for both teams.
Yep.
You know, I'm glad they won. They did what they had to do.
Your boys look good. Varlamov looked really good in the pipes. Again, we didn't skate. The passing was off. Kucherov was. Where was he?
Yeah, I don't know. Stamkos.
He was Stammer. I mean, Braden Point. He looked like he was in. I was not pleased with the defense.
Sergachev had a lot of drops.
Get this. They out-hit us tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand that. Put a body on, some of your boys, and it's over. But I need to have some more beer, apparently.
Hey, where's ours, Don?
So, say what?
Where's ours?
Yeah, what about ours?
Well, come on over, boys. I got a lot.
Come over this way. It was an intense game. I mean, yes, it was an up and down game. It was worrisome for both because neither teams have faced each other this year, which like they said, this is like a feeling out game for both teams. But I mean, if we come out again like this on Tuesday, you guys are gonna have a problem again.
Yeah,
That's
if we can't pull the rabbit out of the hat on Tuesday, then we're gonna have an issue going back
you
up
know
to
what happens
Long
when you go
Island.
back to that Coliseum. You
Oh,
know that.
it's gonna be crazy. And Emily was weirdly quiet,
Yes,
which
true.
was a little concerning to me. It's like,
Yeah.
come on, folks, let's hear the audible pop of your head coming out of your butt. Let's get involved in the game. Come on. You spent how many hundreds, if not thousands, for a seat?
Yep.
Come on, get in
Yep.
there. So,
The
I mean, I
worst
got my
part is,
playoff beard going. It makes me look older, according to my wife and daughter. So, hey,
and the worst part, Don, is when you're hearing "Let's Go Islanders" over the Tampa Bay fans. That's even
yeah,
worse.
that kind of pissed me off. I probably took a page out of Jeff's book and I was ready to, throw a puck at the TV.
Yeah, I was right there
So,
with you.
I
Not a happy camper.
The
no,
only time they seemed to get psyched up was when Point made the goal. That's the only time they seemed to actually jump up at it and start trying to get the team going.
the play was lackluster. I don't know if it's because time off involved. Like I said, the D, Hedman, McDonough, they just Sergachev. I'll be honest with you, he was kind of pissing me off because no heads up play. He seemed to be skating heads down. He seemed to be just throwing the puck into the corners, not looking to where he's passing. I mean, as you guys know, man, going back to when we were kids and learning how to play the game, you got to skate heads up.
Exactly.
You have to look,
Exactly.
and where you look is where the puck goes. So I was just dismayed greatly. I was pleased with the officiating. I thought it was pretty even.
Yeah, I thought that was a good
I thought they kind of let him play.
Questionable on both sides. On both sides.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I can't complain as much as I have in the past.
True.
Tonight, I really can't complain. Tampa had his chances. Tampa did not take it. Did not take those chances like they should have. The Islanders did. I thought the one time when things began to ramp up is when I don't know if you saw that mid-ice hit on Barzal. I thought that was a beauty. I thought that was a beauty. And I was like, oh, here we go. Now it's going to kick in. And then it just kind of fizzled.
Yep.
And
we're going to bring my son in. Everyone looks tired.
They look tired.
Okay. Yeah, they sure did. That's the sad part.
Yeah,
right, Kyle, jump on in because we want to
look flat
from someone who doesn't play a lot.
Hi, Kyle.
And while we're doing it, I'm also going to bring Rich Mendoza over if I can get him on the phone. Hold tight. All right, guys. So, Kyle, what did you think of the game?
From what I saw, honestly, I understand when you say that Tampa wants to come out, and kind of give a feel for the Islanders, but you're playing in your home arena. You need to make a statement. I understand you want to feel them out, but that's not the way to do it.
That's agreeable, no doubt.
Right.
Because when we go back up to Long Island, what's coming?
What's
coming. It's going to be loud and it's going to be crazy.
No, it's going to get ugly for us. We're in trouble with that. I think I really do.
Yeah.
So I think the Islanders stole one here from us, and more power to them. They played hard.
I think they got a good one on us, but Don, one of my biggest things is this, and we talked about this a second ago before it came in. The Lightning, they do not do well against the first time they see someone in the season. No matter how long it's been or whatever, they don't do well. So instead, they feel them out, they lose, then they just start beating the crap out of them. That's what I'm hoping is going to happen. I'm thinking that they felt them out, they know what they need to do, they gave them one. And we're notorious because, according to everyone else, we're cheaters. We go over the salary cap. We hold back on games.
Well, there's a lot going on with that now. Everybody's home for the NHL to change
that. So, we are notorious for playing smart. Rich, I can't take your call. And if we're holding back during the regular season before the playoffs, who's to say we're not holding back now? Because we know what a strong team this is. what a hard charging team this is. Maybe we hold back a little bit, give them a little bit of a breathing room, and go pounce. I don't know. Kyle, what do you think?
Well, I think that one goal that they were able to pull off was kind of pulled out of their ass. They pulled, they pulled Vassie out of the net. They were able to get a power play, 6-on-4. So,
Yeah,
but that's not going to
6-on-4,
happen, in game 2. That's not going to happen when they go back up to New York. They're not going to have these kind of opportunities. So they need to get it figured out.
Well, no, game 2 is still here.
Yeah,
3 and 4 are up, I think.
Yeah,
Right, but what I'm saying, they're not going to get that kind of opportunity again. I don't know.
That was like a luck of the draw with how that all worked out today. 6-on-4.
Exactly. Don?
Well, the thing that I think that clued us in, I thought the first period was even. But when Barzell scored his, I thought that was a soft goal that Vassie let in. It was a 5-hole. He normally doesn't allow 5-hole. I thought it was soft on a break where you had a defender pretty much on you, a one-handed shot. To me, it felt soft. And I thought Braden Point's goal was a great goal. Don't get me wrong. He lifted the puck. It went over the shoulder. It was a nice shot. But like Kyle said, it just seemed like at that point they were throwing in everything but the kitchen sink. And it didn't matter what was going to happen. The outcome was already decided. And let's be honest, how many times has Coop had to pull Vassie in the closing minutes of the game to try to get a tie? Not many.
Consistent.
Not many at all, exactly.
So I don't know. It was not their best game. Again, when we're skating, when we're on point, there's not a team in the league can stay with us. And they did a lot of Cooch was I don't know what the hell Cooch is doing. He's off in Cooch land, I guess.
And he's done this before. He's actually we've been in the same situation before. So
yeah, he just doesn't seem like he was engaged. If you look at the final stats, they out hit us by 41-40. Chernak usually is leading the way with the hits, as is McDonough and Sergachev, and they were being out hit. You put a body on Barzell, you put a body on some of the Islander guys, you got a different outcome, and that's not happening.
Yep. Well, it didn't help Goudreau taking 2 penalties either.
Oh, Goodrow, yes, not a real good job there either.
No. I agree with you. Not just on a team performance, it just wasn't up to what the standard that we as Tampa Bay Lightning fans have come to expect.
Yep.
It's not the same performance, and I think that type of performance elevates the Islander game, and that's when you end up having some really heated battles. This whole game just seemed flat. It just seemed like nobody was interested except for the Islanders. Maybe Barzell was interested. Nelson. That was about it.
Mary was on top again. He was shooting the puck, getting at it. I mean,
Varlamov, I was extremely impressed with. The guy looked solid in the pipes. He looked solid in the crease, and he was square on the shooters. He seemed to have really good tracking of the puck. He looked good. And again, like I said, the referees, I think they just pretty much let him play. There were a couple. I don't know. You could have gone either way. Some of the penalties. I thought the penalty in McDonough was kind of a weak penalty, but they really didn't manifest themselves. They really didn't impact the game that much, like they have in the past. And maybe venues like this are getting people to realize and getting referees to realize. Look, you know what? Let the boys play, man.
I'll tell you what, though, Don. If it wasn't for Vassie, I'll tell you what, it would have been like an 8-0 game or 8-1 game.
Vassie kept us in it all the way until the end. All the way until the end.
Yep.
And
the end of the second period. That was
it. And they need to quit. They need to quit sleepwalking through the game, thinking that they've already won the cup when it's a whole brand new season.
Well, see, that's the problem.
They They need to hit the Islanders, and you got to hit them hard. You got to hit them right out of the chute. I thought for sure. I really did. I kept telling my wife, watch this. Something's going to happen right at puck drop at face-off. It's going to happen. Somebody's going to get dumped. Somebody's going to take a swing. I thought for sure there was going to be a dominance thing that was going to occur. And it never really kind of did.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, I don't know. I mean,
Well,
Kyle.
that's the other thing, Don. Like neither teams faced each other all year, but they're actually two different teams from last year as well.
Exactly.
So it can possibly go either way. I mean, anything's possible.
Exactly.
Anything.
True.
By the way, Rich, yeah, I'll check into it. I'll see if I can get you on the phone or next time on the chat as we go along. See what we can do, but probably can't get it done today, unfortunately. I'm sorry, my brother. So let's see.
What's
Let's
your
go
guys'
ahead.
opinions
You know-
on what we talked about?
Oh, your voice?
Yeah, Kyle, Don, what's your guys' opinion
Go ahead,
Oh,
Kyle.
go ahead and do it again.
about a person we all know
Well, they don't know it.
puts a post on Facebook? Anybody who hates the Lightning are a bunch of haters and morons. Straight up, calling people morons.
Yeah. Well,
What's your
that's
opinion?
just not sportsmanship.
Yes.
It doesn't matter. What sport you're talking about and what team. That's just
Oh,
not
it's
sportsmanship.
Tampa Bay.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you know what he's saying.
No, and I totally agree. That's just that's uncalled for.
Yep.
It doesn't matter who you are, what team you root for. That's just uncalled for.
No, I agree.
Don?
Back in the day, we'd settle it on the ice.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Oh, it's just wrong because you know what? If you're representing Tampa Bay, and obviously, you see, I'm an Islander fan, but I'm like, how do you represent your team, your town, by putting something like that up? You know what I'm saying? If that makes any sense to you guys, why would you do something like that?
That's right. Richard Mendoza posts, I have an opinion about Joe, whoever Joe is. I'm not sure if that's exactly who we're talking about or not. But let me call in. We'll get you next week. Don't worry, you'll get your chance. I appreciate that. All right, so let's talk about happier things.
Let's go.
Happier things.
You're going to the Rays, ain't you?
No, not yet. I want to.
Oh, okay.
I want to talk about how we got here on this wonderful time. Lightning limited to Hurricanes, advanced to the Cup semifinals. Andrei Vasilevsky, was at his best again when the Tampa Bay Lightning in position to close out a playoff series. Yes, kicked ass. It was took names. It was easy peasy going. First period, no goals. Second period, Braden Point took over with Killorn and Kucherov and Ross Colton in the third period, 9-4. Unassisted, Tampa Bay 2, Carolina 0. Tampa Bay wins the series. Now, it would not be fair if I didn't talk about the other teams that just made this series right now. The Islanders beat the Bruins 6-2 in Game 6 to reach the Stanley Cup semis.
What'd you think of Butch Cassidy?
I was impressed.
Bruce Cassidy whining like a little crybaby.
What you gonna
Oh,
do?
come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, come on. Come on. That was showboating. That was all showboating right there. You know the difference. Come on. You're a New Yorker. You know the deal.
I know. Well,
Exactly.
honestly, I can't stand any Boston teams.
Well, so first period, 8:52, Travis Zajac, assisted by Dobson and Pagao, goes ahead and brings it 1-0. Marchand, Pojo. Marchand on a power play, of course, because he can't do it on his own, brings it up to 1-1. But then you guys just go ahead and did a few more. Brock Nelson, Palmieri, right in a row, 5 points, 12:39, 16:07.
He destroyed him.
Destroyed him. Now it's 4. Marchand goes and a power play because he can't do it again on his own, and it ends up at 4-2. It's still pretty much because Clutterback and Pollock go ahead and bring it to 5, and then 6-2. 6-2. Goodbye. Sorry about the Islanders.
Bye, Bruins.
That's the way it is.
Bye, Bruins.
Exactly.
Hey, you want to get Don? Did you see what the fans did in that last game with Bruins?
You know,
When
I
they
love
sang the
that.
national anthem.
For the anthem, dude, I was on my feet. I was like,
Tell
wow,
me
that's
that wasn't
impressive.
so. What did you see that, Jeff?
Yeah, it was really.
That was
That was sweet.
unbelievable.
That was sweet. I give you guys thumbs up. you Islanders fans, New Yorkers, sometimes we hate you, but that was class. That was a class act.
That was just I was blown away by that.
Yeah, I was too. That was a class act.
Oh, and
So-
our co-owner is here too. You know that? We got a pretty good co-owner for the Islanders.
Oh yeah,
He is John Ledecky is absolutely amazing.
yeah, he's very, very good. You guys did a good job. Very impressive all the way around. Come on, Don. You know how it is. Yes, Lisa, we're going to talk about the Rays in just a little bit here. I got to finish. I want to go ahead and finish. Everybody
Okay.
gets their time.
Okay.
I know. Well, let's talk about the Avs and
Wow.
those loser Vegas Knights, who I called in November.
Yeah, somebody predicted the Avs and Lightning. That went out the window.
That's right. Those
That
predicted
went out
the
the
Avs
window.
are now done because the Avs are outie 6. Amazing, just an amazing job by
Yes,
the
it
Golden
was.
Knights, and that's why I have faith in the Lightning because we're as good as they are, and to do this was
I don't know,
extremely impressive.
we're there too. So
Extremely impressive. So, Toes in the first period scored. They're like, "Oh, the Avs are going to win. It's going to be awesome." No, it's not, because Holden and Carlson in the first period said, "No, let's make it 2-1." Rantanen and a power play because he can't do it on his own. Brings it 2-2 for against Vegas. Golisar makes it 3-2. They tie 3-3, and Vegas ends up 4-3, 5-3, and 6-3.
Fleury
So
on his head again. Just
Fleury, just crazy.
It's
Fleury,
insane.
what do you think? I got to say Fleury, right, Don?
So Vezina?
No. But
Yeah, I can see everybody's on the Flurry tip right now. I get it. The dude's 603 years old and he's still in the pipes, and I mean he looks good. I got to give him credit. The guy's condition, he looks good. I thought the D was clamped down D. I thought their defense just literally did not give McKenna and Ratnan any space.
Yeah.
I mean, Kyle, what do you think on that?
So no, talking about that last game between the Avalanche and the Knights. What I thought was funny is something that we talked about last week. When I asked you why does the goalie get pulled at the end of the game, and you said, "Oh, well, this is to give that team an advantage, to get that extra player out there," and then the Knights go ahead and score 2 goals on an empty net. I thought that was pretty funny.
So you can see on that a lot of times what happens is that when the goalie's pulled, though you get the extra attacker on there, you can still backfire on you. And
But definitely
though the
did.
Avs pulled Gruber, it backfired on them. Not just once, not just twice, but 3 times.
That's
So
right.
it is what it is. And even though it sucks, being a goaltender myself, it sucks because those goals all go against Gruber.
Mm-hmm.
To me, those should go against the coach. He's the
Yeah.
one who's making the call. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right,
So
go
I
ahead.
don't know.
Now-
I thought it was a
Now,
whooping.
the opposite
What?
side of that, it did work in favor of the Lightning today. So I'll give it kind of like a 50-50 on why that happens.
Hey,
Mhm.
25% chance.
you have to have the defensemen that will hold the blue line. They've got to hold the blue line. They cannot let that puck get across the blue line, because as soon as they do, that opens up everything. And now you got defensemen trying to make saves like a goalie, and it's hard to do. So yeah, it's it is what it is, I guess.
And then I guess while we're still here, the Toffoli's overtime goal leads the Canadians to a series sweep of the Jets. Ooh. So they swept them.
I gotta admit, Corey Price has been doing good in the playoffs. He really has.
Yeah.
There's
Good.
no denying it.
Corey Price has been great.
He's been very good.
That's the only thing that can stop the Knights, I think.
Yeah, Corey
Maybe.
Price is on fire. That guy's a wall.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
All right. At the request of someone in my household, let's talk about the Rays. Oh my
Holy
God,
crap.
guys, what the heck is going on? Don, you've got to be following these guys at this point. It's amazing what's going on.
It's insane.
Have you been watching the Rays?
Me?
Yeah, you, Don.
I'm a hockey guy.
I know you're a hockey guy, but hey,
First team.
we are the
40
first
wins.
First team to 40 wins this season. We are number 1 in our league. We just today swept the Orioles. I mean, good gracious. Tampa Bay Rays, you guys are on fire.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought that a team like this could do so well? So we'll go back to the finals on Tuesday when we beat the Nationals. And on Wednesday of last week, they beat us by 2 points. That's fine. So we did not sweep the Nationals, even though we got them 2 out of 3. However, on Friday, 4-2 Rays. Yesterday, 5-4 Rays. Today, 7-1 Rays.
Damn.
So we swept the Orioles handsomely. It was not even a close thing. And there's a lot of questions on what the heck is going on with the Rays. We all have some ideas.
We got to reiterate on this again, though. One of the lowest paid teams.
Lowest paid teams.
Not the best stadium.
The stadium in question, we'll call it that.
And not the best players in the league.
And not the best players in the league.
They're first place. First team to get 40 points. Go figure.
Well, currently they have 42 points.
Oh, 42.
Because they lead the American League East with 42 wins.
What's the Yankees?
Hold on, get down. That's a ways down because now the Red Sox are now 3 games back.
Oh,
yeah. So, I mean, we are handsomely ahead of pretty much everybody here. Wow. 7.5 games ahead of the Blue Jays, and 8.5 games ahead of the Yankees.
Wow!
Oh
nice.
No! 8.5 games.
But isn't that the highest paid team with the best players?
Well, that's what I'm told.
I keep hearing that, but obviously they suck.
I guess they got to pay them a lot if their pitcher is dramatic. Oh, sorry. Did I say that?
I said that. You didn't say that. I said it.
I didn't say that. I don't know what.
Baseball sucks anyway, but
hey, no, it does not. And then
I'm happy for the Rays. I am happy.
Well, you should be happy for the Rays.
I'm happy for the Rays.
Kicking buttocks.
Now, wait a minute. You got the National League up there?
Where are the Mets? League.
Where are the Mets?
The Mets are number 1. The Phillies are 3.5 games back from them.
The Mets.
30. Yes.
The Mets.
Okay. Hold on. You're gonna like this one, Don. The Mets have a .571 percentage because it's only 32 wins and 20. They haven't even hit 40. They haven't even hit 33 wins. 32 wins.
They're destroying everybody.
Where were they? Have they been hiding?
They're killing everybody right now.
Sleeping?
That room is no joke, man.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say.
But I heard
I'm not buying any of that stuff.
But I heard the Mets suck.
The Mets are good.
They're in first place. They're doing pretty good this year.
Yes.
I'm impressed.
How about this?
Great.
Are you happy? Hey, if you notice, I got my soundboard back. So here things like. Oh yes,
there we go.
We have a good time with this. You know when I love my soundboard, when I have my soundboard going.
But it's just interesting how
it is.
All these predictions and expectations are reversed of what they've been saying. Isn't that insane?
I do not know what to tell you.
I don't either.
So Don.
Yes, sir.
Well, we have some time, and then Kyle. What are your predictions for the rest of this series here of hockey?
Okay, thank you.
Yes, we'll keep you on hockey, my friend.
I was gonna say I can't hang with the New York Yankees or the New York Strawberries. So
correct. Thank you.
Yeah, that was a plug for you, my friend. Anyways, if we can play like we're capable of playing, we're gonna have to take a game in New York. We have to take a game in Long Island. It just comes down to it. Because losing one in Tampa, we have to take one up there. I think we're capable. We've done it before. We did it in the last series. We can do it here. But I'm just a little confused on which team's going to show up. It seems like the only person that's skating is Vasi, and he really is not skating. So the rest of them need to get that audible pop of their head coming out their rear and start bearing down and skating like they were when they were in juniors. Okay. And go just balls to the wall. I mean, that's all it really amounts to. I think that Kucherov needs to quit playing. Like he's in Moscow, and remember that he's in Tampa, and start playing like he means it. It just, let's be honest, it comes down to the skating. It comes down to heads up play. Sergachev needs to look before he passes. He needs to put his head up and look where he wants to send the puck, and not just pop it off the board and think, oh, it's going to go there. Because the Islanders are too fast. They're younger, so they're going to have more stamina. We need to use our experience and use that against them. But we're not doing that. We didn't do that in this first game, but we're able to do that. My prediction is Tampa in 7.
7. Okay. All right. I got Tampa in 6. Kyle?
So I got Tampa getting it at 6. They need to take today's game as a kick in the nuts. It needs to wake them up. Take Tuesday's game at home. Really bring the intensity on Tuesday. Today was a learning experience, not to do that shit again. And then continue that intensity when they go up north. So, yeah, but I got them at 6.
Got them at 6. All right, Ron, who do you have?
Really?
Yes.
Isles in 7.
We're all here.
Isles in 7.
All right, Islanders.
He's got Pittsburgh in a sweep.
I don't think it'll be a sweep. It won't be a repeat of Columbus times 2. It won't be that. We'll it's going to be an intense series. It's going to be like a Boston series. But I'm saying 7.
Okay. Kyle, what you got?
Yeah, and I got Vegas in 5.
Okay. Oh, Vegas in 5.
That's an interesting call.
All right.
There.
All right. I will say the Lightning in 6 on this one. Vegas in 5. I'm going to give with that one. And then the Lightning in 6. I think it's going to be this 6.
Vegas, 5, I don't know. I would go 5 or 6 because it could get interesting.
I don't know. I just have a feeling they're going to.
Corey Price is going to be the game changer in that series.
They may sweep. I don't know. They may sweep.
What do you think, Don? Price, the difference maker?
You know what? I'm going to say Montreal in 7.
Oh, wow. Folks, you heard it first.
You heard it here. Montreal. My wife's going to be mad at me. I'll be sleeping on the couch tonight. She loves Vegas. We have family in Vegas, but Carey Price is stonewalling people like crazy. I think he's actually playing better than Vasi right now. And Montreal is extremely physical. And let's be honest, our game is a physical game. It's a skill based, but it's a physical game. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to go with the Canadians in 7.
Wow. What do you think of that, Jeff?
Hey, you know what? I respect it, Don. I respect you. Your hockey knowledge. You've been doing this for a long time. You've been playing like I did. It's interesting. Now let me ask you something.
Yeah.
About then we have a special segment we always do now. So you've played, and I mean when we played through high school, it wasn't really stadium-sized crowds. But how much do you think the crowd affected you as a player during some of these games, especially a high-pressure game?
A lot. As you know, when you're on the ice, you really don't hear it as much. It's kind of in the back. It's kind of background noise. You're listening for chirps and yells from your teammates, but when you're on the bench, you hear them. And when you're trying to talk to a teammate or line mate, because I was in the net, so when the puck wasn't down on my end, I could hear the crowd. I could hear them. And having played not at the NHL level, but fairly significant, you hear the crowd, and when they're going for you, you kind of feed off that energy. When they're not, it's like, come on, boys, let's get one here and let's make this place quiet. So it's kind of a give and take there. But yeah, it's they definitely have a play, and that's the thing that scares me about the Islanders is going back to the island. They're raunchous there. They're crazy right now, and that's what scared me about today because our folks didn't seem to engage. No, it's like it just seemed like, okay, bring out the cup. It's like, hey, doo-doo heads, pull your head out. We got to get there. And
Well,
the Islanders seem to really be ready for it. They're craving it.
You want to hear something really depressing about this game?
What?
Oh boy, here we go.
Yes. I was offered tickets to this game.
And you
Oh,
didn't
man.
go?
Why did I not go, Kyle?
I was thinking about
You
it.
wanted to come hang out with me.
That's correct. I
There
went to
you
see
go.
my son and daughter-in-law and 3 grandkids, my wonderful grandkids. We went to SeaWorld, and I told him, in all honesty, those could have been Super Bowl tickets. I choose my family over any tickets anytime.
Actually,
And actually, it worked
that's
out.
awesome.
God
That's awesome.
shone upon me by not making me sit through 2 losing games in one season. So, hey, I'm actually kind of happy right now.
I think I'm going to go to a watch party on Tuesday.
You know,
Hey,
have you heard of Harpoon Harry's?
Yeah, I ate there.
Harpoon
last night.
Harry's?
Yeah, it's good stuff.
There was a major watch party there today.
Oh, yeah, they have it all the time. They spill way out.
See, that's the thing. Like Don just said, how the crowd and the fans get into it. That's part of the thing. I mean, you had Islander fans all over the place. They were blue and orange all over the place.
No, I know.
And then you got them chanting inside the Ameline
Because you
Arena.
damn New Yorkers.
There's a problem.
You got to go home.
What?
That's
Yeah,
'cause
but
you
that's
New
the
Yorkers
thing.
won't
Like
go
Don
home.
just said, you don't want to go back to the Coliseum.
All right.
Someone's going to get worse.
Yeah. Here we go. Our special section, our new section. Hey, it is time for Kyle's questions. See how that kind of rhymes? It doesn't really, but what the heck. So, Kyle, you got questions? We got answers.
Oh,
All right. So my first question is, which team has the highest salary cap in the NHL right now?
Tampa Bay.
Over.
Who's over the cap by 18 million?
Tampa Bay.
All right, so here's the deal. You must hold to the salary cap during the regular season. Once you hit the playoffs, you're allowed to go 18 million over your salary cap. And we are exactly, imagine that,
18 million.
18 million over our salary cap. So it's playing with the numbers. The salary cap's a salary cap all the way around. It's just we happen to be the closest to it. That's why we had to almost get rid of a few players. And we're going to talk about that too. I'm very
That's
sad.
going to be interesting.
I don't want to hear it. And but that the salary cap stays on every team. We just happen to be the closest to it, and we know how to work the numbers.
Goes out the window in the playoffs.
Right, Don?
Exactly.
Yes. So, Kyle, did you enjoy that answer?
I did enjoy that answer. Yes.
All right.
Next.
All
Nobody
right,
told
we
me
got two.
Told me there'd be no math.
Exactly.
No math.
All right.
Where'd
So,
you used to play? I got to ask him. Oh, sorry, Kyle.
no, you're good. Go ahead.
Where'd you used to play hockey?
Don,
Don?
I'm sorry.
where'd you used to play hockey at?
Spokane, Washington.
Oh, nice.
So where Tyler Johnson came from. Same
That's
rink,
correct.
same organization called
That may
Sayhawk.
go back to.
And I played and I coached there. So
Nice.
Nice.
that's
All right,
that's
cool.
how we know Tyler's mother taught my sons how to skate.
All right.
So
So have you seen? I know it's breaking up everything in the middle of all this, but Don, have you seen Letterkenny yet?
who?
Letterkenny.
What's that?
All right. Do you have Hulu?
No.
Oh my goodness. All right. You gotta find a way to watch Letterkenny. Letterkenny is Letterkenny. It is about the town of Letterkenny, which has 5,000 residents, and these are the problems because they have 3 distinct groups in there. They have the Hicks, they have the electronic dance dopers, and they have the hockey players. And the portions are the best because Shorzy's always in there, and it is literally just a riot.
Leather Kenny.
Letterkenny.
Okay.
Letterkenny. Letterkenny, yes. Definitely something to watch. Kyle, you've seen it, right? Been telling you this forever. It is a riot. 9 seasons. Started on just like YouTube kind of stuff. It's all Canadian, so it takes a couple. You'll be fine because you speak Canadian like I do, but it takes people a couple episodes before they understand what they're saying. But it's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. All right. Kyle,
Next question.
we are sorry. Hold on.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Question number 2.
All right. So question 2. I asked you this earlier, but I'm gonna go ahead and ask it again. So I noticed that some players wear an A. I know that the C is for captain, and A. I got it answered earlier, but I'm gonna ask you again.
Don, go ahead and explain, if you will, how many are allowed in each part.
So the C is the captain, as you said. A is for alternate, or the alternate captain. When the captain's not on the ice, they're the one that's on the ice that will talk to the referees if need be. The goalie is never allowed to have a C or an A. It's always going to be a skater. So hopefully that.
So at any given time, either the captain or an alternate has to be on the ice at all times.
No, not necessarily, because you'll have lines that won't have an A or a C on the ice. It's just that when something goes down, when a penalty's called or there's a stoppage in play, the captain or the alternate will be the one that goes as the go-between with the referee and the team.
Okay.
That's who the referee is going to contact first, unless the referee decides on their own accord that they're going to go right to the head coach and go to the bench.
Okay.
That's their decision.
That makes sense. I mean, because when I've watched soccer, I'll see when a captain for soccer comes off the field, he'll take his sleeve off and he'll hand it off to whoever he's, being replaced by. But yeah, like I said, the A was kind of confusing.
Yes, it just means alternate.
Okay.
So each team is allowed to have 2 captains, or 1 captain and 2 alternates. Most teams, or 3 alternates. One team, and that's a total of 3. Very few teams would ever have 2 captains because they need these alternate captains on the ice whenever possible.
Unfortunately for us, we're without our captain, so we're using alternates right now.
Yeah, well, exactly. When Stamkos was out the entire season, we looked at McDonough and see, it just left me. Who's our other A cap?
What?
We got
when Stammer was gone?
Yeah, McDonough and who's the A cap?
Man,
Lisa, type in the A cap. Who's the other A cap? You just mentioned it today.
Who is the alternate? Why am I'm having a brain fart?
I'm having a brain fart too.
Is it Hedman?
Oh yes, it is Hedman.
It's Hetty. Okay.
How did we
Go, Lisa!
How did we not know that? I watched
Wow.
you yelling in the background, going, "You idiot! It's Hedman!" I'm like, well,
Good job. Good job.
thank you very much. Hey,
Did you have a brain fart?
I had a brain.
Lisa, you had a brain
I
fart.
had a
Bro, so did I. I was just like, my mind just went blank, and I was like,
Who do we not know as Hedman of all things? Again, great question. Yay!
Yeah, who do we got? We got Nelson, Clutterbuck.
You got Nelson and quarterback right now.
Yeah.
So that's all you guys are running with.
Yeah.
All right. So ready?
I got one more.
Here we go.
hold on, he's got one more.
All right.
All right,
So
go ahead. Give it to us.
All right. So last question here. Aside from Olympic play, do American and Canadian teams ever play internationally in like invitational games?
Ooh.
Well, they do. They play in the IIHL, which is the International Hockey League, which is part of that whole Olympic venue. The IIHL plays on a larger ice surface. The rink is much bigger. It's the same length. It's wider though. Same numbers. All the rules are the same. Everything like that. And they call it international hockey. So that's where you have like Belarus is playing the Russians or playing the Norwegians and all that stuff. And they do that all year long. That's where the Olympics pull out of. They don't pull out of the NHL. The NHL feeds into that. If you understand my meaning there.
Right. Yeah, that's it. So it basically works the same way. I watch a lot of soccer, so it basically works the same way as soccer. So the American team in soccer will pull from MLS teams or other teams that play internationally to combine to send off for their Olympic team. So NHL players could essentially get called for Olympic teams, correct?
Correct. So like when you see USA Hockey or Hockey Canada, what they'll do is a lot of times they will contact the NHL. The NHL actually has a business contract with those endeavors. So like the NHL has a contract with USA Hockey and Hockey Canada. And they, by contract, will allow players, and that's happened in the past, where they'll allow NHL players to compete at the Olympic level. And then that's when you always have Canada and the United States always playing for the gold medal, because North American hockey is the NHL.
Just put all this thing on.
Okay.
John, I got a question to actually add on to Kyle. How much wider is the hockey rink there?
Ooh, that's a good question.
If it's the same length, how much wider?
I don't have the specs in front of me. I think it's like an
okay.
extra. I think it's like an extra 20 feet wider.
What?
Oh, it's a lot bigger.
That's like a big square, rectangle.
Well, no, it's still an oval, but it's it's wider. It's much wider.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah.
That must make for some serious hockey
Hey,
playing.
for these questions and answers, that's outstanding, folks.
Am I on target with the width there?
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Wow.
Oh, that's got to make for some serious hockey.
Yep.
Well, you get some serious skating. Like it lends itself to a lot of breakouts, a lot of one-on-one play. One of the things that the IIHL does not allow is fighting. They don't like the fisticuffs. I don't know if that's a European thing or what. I don't know.
Well, they're also white, I guess.
So a lot of times NHLers, it doesn't translate well.
Right. Oh, that thought you fell down at that moment there, Kyle. That was definitely interesting. Well,
Good answers.
yeah,
Everything.
All guys, this is
Very good
amazing.
answers.
We've got such a good show going on.
This is awesome.
Hey, before we break out, we got about a few minutes left here. We have to talk since we didn't talk last week.
What?
What? This is what we've talked about all the
You
time.
tell.
Yes, I know.
No surprises for Ron, please.
Well, I guess it's not. Oh my God, I lost it again. So, are you ready for some football?
No.
Here? Yes, we are. We are ready for some football. Oh, fine. You want this? That's not football. All right. So, Tampa Bay Buccaneers 2021 season was announced a couple weeks ago. 8-14 against the Bengals. 8-21 against the Titans. Both at home. And we travel on 8/28 preseason, final game of the preseason to the Texans away at 8 p.m. on Saturday, 8/28. Then we start playing hardball. Cowboys are here, Falcons are here. We go to the Rams, Patriots, Dolphins, Eagles, and Bears. We play the Saints and the Redskins away. Giants come take us. We take the Colts and the Falcons at their place. The Bills, Saints come back home, and the Panthers Jets away, and the Panthers come back again 2 weeks later, which is really weird. We're playing the Panthers twice, once away and once home. Yeah,
We're playing who twice?
The Panthers. Yeah,
You got your seats ready to go, no?
I have my seats ready.
With your little AC door.
I am on my 40-yard line. I'm going to tell you right now, I got the best seats in the house. I actually have air conditioning in the outside, which is yes, it will be very comfortable. And one of these people on the screen below me there is definitely going to be going to a couple games.
Kyle?
Yeah, I got to take my son. It is what it is.
Yeah, you gotta go family. Family first.
Family
There you go.
first.
I'll ask you on,
Family
I'll
first.
ask you on social media if you don't.
That's right. You
Get him,
bash-
Kyle. Get him. Get him.
Don't bash your dad on social media. All right, we are in the final five, folks. The final five is my favorite part. So let's start with Kyle. Kyle, tell us a little bit, and then we're going to knock you off. So what's your predictions? What's your thoughts? What's your overall? Go Sports.
All right. Yeah. So like I said earlier, hopefully, the Lightning take today as a lesson learned, get their heads out of their ass, and come back Tuesday swinging. Because they're gonna need to turn up the intensity for when they go up to New York. So no more playing around, no more feeling them out. You felt them out. You know what they're capable of now, and get to work.
Yep, definitely have to.
Just to interject for that, Kyle, remember you guys haven't faced Broken yet either.
Yeah. You'll get your turn.
Don't you worry.
All right, Kyle. Hey, thanks for coming out tonight. We appreciate
Good seeing you, Kyle.
We'll see you at the next
Be
one.
safe.
And go Bolts. Don, it's your turn. What you got, my friend?
I got if we can get our Lightning to play like they did last year, We got this series. I'm going to say it in 7. We've got to steal. We've got to take one up in the on the island. The island scares me just because there's weirdos up there. As you know, you sit next to one. So hey,
Trust me. Worst time of the day.
been there, done that. So, anyways, I'm going to say Tampa in 7. I would love to see it in 6, but I think it's going to be 7. I'm sorry, but I'm taking the Canadians over the Vegas Golden Knights.
We got to keep an eye on that.
Yeah,
We definitely got to keep an eye because
I think you're seeing they're a hungry team. They're hungry, and that says a lot.
And here's the thing: if we see a couple of those guys in Vegas getting injured, and we can't find Don, we at least know where it all started from, right, Don? Because we know Vegas is a tough team there.
I don't know what you're talking about, Guido.
Oh yeah, exactly. I'm gonna put my computer back in because it went out. All right, Ron, what do you got, my friend? Hey, Don. Good to
buddy.
see you. We're gonna see you
good
next
seeing
one.
you. Have a good week.
Yep. Have a great
I will.
one.
You guys take care, and I'll see you next Sunday.
Have a good one.
Yep. All right. Bye-bye.
Outstanding.
All right,
You
Ron,
know,
what do
I
you got,
got
my friend?
Isles in 7. Wrong.
Yeah.
I'll admit when I'm wrong.
Well, you got to admit when you're wrong.
I will.
All right. Here's what I got to say about all this. Because I got a lot to say about all this. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm disappointed in my Bolts tonight. However, I do know the track record of these guys. I know how they work. I know how they like to hide in the background and then pop out and whoop ass when nobody's looking. It's happened before. It'll happen again. My faith is still in the Bolts in 6. I do think the Islanders are a highly respectable team.
Appreciate that.
Really, really good skaters. Really, really good offense and defense. Your goalie is kicking butt. I just think we're going to edge out on them. It just seems like, and I'm counting on things like they had 7 new players this year, and they're going to have to try to adjust to us. We have 2 new players this year. I think it's going to be easier for us to adjust to them than them to adjust to us. But it's going to be a game of inches. It's not going to be
exactly. It's not going to be no blowout games.
Any blowouts.
Not at all. It's going to be all 2-goal games.
Exactly.
It's not going to be insane.
So guys, type your skates, collect your stuff. I want to see a great game on Wednesday or Tuesday night.
We'll be ready.
Yes, folks.
Maybe we'll go to Hopewell Morris.
Hey, yeah, take your shirt down there and get beat up in our
What?
areas.
It's the Islanders watch party.
Yes, I know. We have one right down the street at Thunder Rally and in Emily Arena.
That's all good.
That's where we're going to play and take back what
Somebody's
we do here.
barbecuing.
I know it smells good out here.
Yes, it does.
All right, folks. I am Jeff. This is Ron. We are BayLink Sports. We'll see you next Sunday.
Have a good week, everybody.
Have a great one.